Story 1. Mike 26F, BF 28M, hates that I have a permanent bracelet with my two best friends, but I don't see the issue. Does anyone have any advice on the situation? For some context, a couple of years ago, I got a permanent bracelet with my two best friends from high school. We were all living in the same city at the time, and it was a fun, sentimental thing to do. Since then, we've all moved to different cities, but we make sure to do reunion trips every year or so. I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years now, and when I first got the bracelet, he made it clear he wasn't a fan of the idea, but I didn't think too much of it because I was excited about the gesture and thought it was cute. He didn't bring it up again for a while, but recently, I mentioned that the bracelet had gotten loose enough that I could slip it off, so I was planning to get it resized. That's when he said, "Or you could just take it off and never put it back on." I thought he was joking at first, but then he went off about how strange it was that I wear it and how I give my friends too much significance by doing so. He also pointed out that I never wear anything he gives me on a daily basis. I told him that's not true. I wear the things he gives me, but this is the only piece of jewelry I never take off because it's permanent. I can shower with it, sleep with it, and not worry about losing or damaging it. I tend to lose jewelry a lot, so I wear cheaper or less meaningful pieces more often since I'm less attached to them, and I keep the special pieces for when I'm not as likely to lose them. I told him that if he got me something I could wear every day that was as durable as this bracelet, I'd wear it all the time. But he said it only makes sense to have something on my body every day that's related to either my family or him. He also said if the roles were reversed, I would hate it, but honestly, I don't think that's true. To me, it's not that big of a deal. After all, it's not like a tattoo or something permanently altering my body. For now, I took the bracelet off, but I do really like having it. I'm wondering if anyone else thinks it's weird that I have this bracelet from my friends. I felt sure it wasn't a big issue before, but the more I think about it, the more I'm starting to question it. Any advice or insights on how to handle this situation would be appreciated. Edit for context. The friends are both girls. He doesn't mind one of them, but he actively dislikes the other one due to some of her lifestyle choices, nothing harmful, just differences in values. This is a whole other conversation, but it's relevant because it might influence his opinion on the bracelet. Update. We had a long conversation today, and I got more clarity on why my boyfriend feels the way he does about the bracelet. He told me he thinks it's classless and compared it to getting a tattoo basically. He believes it cheapens an engagement ring. According to him, since I'm already wearing something that signifies my connection to him, wearing the bracelet feels unnecessary and childish. He said that if we were married, he wouldn't want me wearing both the bracelet and my ring. It would have to be just my engagement ring. For the record, the bracelet was on my right hand. He also said he'd be fine if I bought myself the bracelet, but he doesn't understand why it's something I share with two other people. He feels like he didn't choose to date them, so why would I want to have something in common with them? For him, the body is sacred, and he puts a lot of thought into what he wears, so he wants me to have the same mindset. Honestly, I think he's reaching a bit here. I'm not sure where we go from here, but his reasons feel bigger than what I initially thought they were. Comment 1. I'm confused as to how this bracelet affects him in any way. Comment 2. No, but your BF is super controlling, only your family or him. He's hating on a friend thing, which is weird of him. What's it to him, really? And you're rolling over for his control by taking it off instead of fighting him on this one. He'll to die on. I'm going to wear this because I like it. I'm sorry you don't, but this conversation is closed. I won't be discussing this with you again. You shouldn't be so upset by this, and I'm concerned that you are. Comment 3. Let's really break this down. You are lucky enough to have two friends from childhood who provide you great support and love you so much they also want a daily reminder and symbol of the bond now that you're in different places. And this pisses your boyfriend off so badly he has pushed you to stop wearing it. How long before he has a problem with your annual vacation together? How long before he is policing your calls and texts with them as well? Healthy, secure people don't begrudge their partners having close friendships. I'd argue they should champion and enthusiastically encourage these bonds. If they aren't, and there are no underlying toxic or dangerous dynamics, you should be asking yourself why he wants to isolate you so badly and really take a step back and examine where else in your life he is demanding changes and you have acquiesced to keep the peace. A relationship should not require that you surrender all your autonomy. Comment 4. Put it back on and find a partner who is not threatened by your other close relationships. A good partner who wants the best for you will be happy that you have loving, loyal friends. A person who loves you wants the best for you. A person who wants to own you doesn't want to share. Story 2. My wife, 27F, violated my 31M privacy and now blames me for my past. While I was at work, my wife took my personal USB sticks without asking. She used a data recovery program to retrieve old photos of my ex. These were just normal pictures, nothing inappropriate, no nudes, just memories from a past relationship. For the past 2 days, she's been accusing me of having multiple relationships and looking happy in those photos. I've told her repeatedly that our marriage is the happiest I've ever been in, and she shouldn't compare herself to my past. She already knew about my previous relationships before we got married, but now she's holding it against me and blaming me for something that happened before we were together. What frustrates me most is the breach of my privacy. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. In the past, she went through my phone without permission while I was in the shower, reading through my messages. I made it clear then that this was unacceptable, but it caused tension between us. I've never cheated on her, and I've never even thought about it. After she used the USB sticks, I confronted her and explained that this was a serious violation of my privacy. Instead of acknowledging that, she told me that she would do it again if she felt the need. How would you handle a situation like this? I feel deeply disrespected, and I'm not sure how to move forward. Comment 1. How would I handle it? Tell her that she can play unhinged super spy with someone else when I hand over the divorce papers. Comment 2. But instead of understanding, she told me that she would do it again. Why? What is she after? She is abusing you. Comment 3. That is unhinged. You gotta run. Hopefully you don't have kids. Move anything expensive to another location before you leave, as someone that fucking insane is likely to destroy your shit and slash your tires. Comment 4. She needs therapy for her insecurity. It's only going to get worse. I'd say you need marriage counseling and even consider separation if it doesn't get better. Comment 5. Divorce her. The odds are she is cheating or is thinking of cheating herself. Your wife is wacky. Story 3. Ex-wife, 29F, doesn't want my 29M, girlfriend, 22F, at our daughter's birthday party? A bit of background. I've been divorced from my ex-wife for almost 3 years now. The reason for the divorce was simple. My ex was, to put it bluntly, unfaithful. I'm talking about roughly 10 different guys in a year, all of which I know about. Yes, I have scientific proof that both of my daughters are biologically mine. She got caught when she ended up pregnant with her son, and the mystery father situation is a whole other story. In the divorce, I was granted primary physical custody, and my ex was forced to get a job for the first time in her life. She claims to have gotten the mental help she needed, and while she's apologized and asked for forgiveness, there's no chance I'm going down that road again. The amount of manipulation and deceit she showed still haunts me to this day. Now, my oldest daughter is about to turn 10 in a few weeks. This is the first birthday in 4 years that my ex has been involved in planning. I'll note that she hasn't contributed financially, she's just been part of the party planning process. My daughter is really into horses right now. She's been taking riding lessons at a local ranch. Honestly, I'm so impressed with the dedication she's shown. The plan is to rent out the ranch for her birthday party, and her big gift will be her own horse, from both me and my ex. I want my daughters to have a relationship with their mother, so I'm making it happen. I've been dating my girlfriend for a little over a year now, and the girls really like her. They get along great, and she's been a positive influence on them, especially with the whole horse thing. My ex-wife, however, requested that my girlfriend not attend the party out of respect for her. In my head, I wanted to say, didn't you think about respect when you cheated? But I simply told her I would think about it. Today, my ex's mom called and told me they wouldn't attend the party if my girlfriend came. Then she went on a rant about how disrespectful it would be to bring another woman into my daughter's life. Now I'm stuck in this weird situation where I might have to tell my girlfriend she can't come to the party just to avoid telling my daughter that her only surviving grandparents won't make it. I really don't want to deal with this drama. It feels like everyone has forgotten that this birthday is supposed to be about my daughter, not about making a personal statement. My girlfriend, who has been teaching my daughter so much about horses, would be really hurt not being invited. Comment 1. You need to set a clear boundary. This is your daughter's birthday and your relationship with your girlfriend is serious? I am assuming. Your ex has no place to speak on this. Also, do not mention your ex's cheating when communicating with your ex. It makes it seem like you still give her some power over you. Instead, clearly say, "It would be unfortunate if you chose not to come, but please do what's best for your mental health." Comment 2. If they mom and grandparents choose to not visit your daughter, that's on them. Nobody is forcing them to stay away. They're weaponizing your daughter, and it's not right. They're also taking advantage of you being a nice person. Comment 3. Do not let your ex and her parents control you. They are out of line by threatening to not show up if you don't do what they want. Reply with something like, "That's too bad. I know daughter will miss seeing you at the party, and nothing more needs to be said." Comment 4. Just for the future, this is why separated parents tend to have separate birthday parties, so the child isn't brought into the drama. I'd be telling the ex that you're rethinking the parties, and it would be better if you each had your own. Horses are the thing your daughter and GF have in common, and it would be unfair to exclude her. Your daughter is going to be asking why she is excluded, and to tell her the reason would be damaging for her relationship with you and your ex. She hasn't been involved in the last 3 birthdays. She doesn't get to dictate now. You were including her as a courtesy, and you can just as easily uninclude her. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.